Mr. Yogesh Dharmadhikari is Senior Manager at Geometrics Global. He is a chartered accountant and has expertise in accounts, SAP, investment and related field. He has made a significant contribution to ERP implementation and a host of continuous improvement projects in finance department of Geometrics. He has sound knowledge of finance and taxation and has deep insight into business processes and systems complemented by expert level SAP skill. Sir has been associated with Gabriel India Limited prior to his current organization. Sir, I request you to come on dais and share your experience with us. Thank you, sir.
The dignitaries on the dais and my dear friends, I think it was a very elaborate sort of introduction which was made right now. I think what I do is basically whatever I've learned in my studies, I try to apply it in my office. That's what I do. I mean, I have not done any major thing different than Mr. Rahat or anybody, I mean, who has passed his CA. So luckily as a CA, I worked for around 6-7 years in the area of finance, and then I got an opportunity to work in the area of IT when I was studying for my certification in IS security. So that's how I landed up into an engagement in IT. So the topic for discussion which I have today is very interesting as such, leveraging IT for finance through ERP. I would want to know that how many of you are, I mean, have no prior work experience, or I mean, everybody is a fresher, or you have some work experience prior to your MBA? Okay, so typically how many years of work ex you have? I mean, accordingly I will fine tune my talk, because I am not much used to giving lectures. Like Mr. Rahat, he is a I am a okay, so I implement IT projects is what I can define what I do to earn my living. So the topic I have taken is, since it's I think finance day for you, so I have taken a topic which is integration of IT with finance. Okay, so what we will have as ground rules is that we will have the session as an interactive session. Then we will look at certain practical aspects of this topic. Then we will look at certain questions you would have, or any feedback you want to give to me vis-a-vis my presentation. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. Extremely sorry. Okay, so the objective of this session will be like to answer these following questions. What is an ERP? Why is an ERP required? Why should an ERP be implemented by any organization? And which ERP you should go for? And how an ERP must be implemented and maintained? Okay, now you will say what this topic has, what relevance this topic has with the, what this particular slide has with the name of the topic. So ERP is nothing but an integrated IT application which addresses all the IT requirements of the business. So it doesn't only touch finance, it touches each and every process which exists in an organization. So at the end of this session, we'll try to understand what's an ERP, what is the driver for taking any decision on ERP, how we plan an ERP implementation, the actual implementation, and how a ERP is used in the day-to-day business, and how it is maintained. Now what I'll try to make it more interactive, because I think you are students of MBA, so instead of going through the matter which is written on the PPT, I would like to more focus on the application of knowledge. Like today you are doing your MBA. When you go ahead and look for a job, and actually work in an environment, you will be applying the knowledge which you have earned in your MBA. So ERP is nothing but application of knowledge which a set of professionals have. Like you have finance as one of the domains, IT as one of the domains, HR as one of the domains. So all these professionals, they apply their knowledge and they build a IT system which integrates and talks to each and every process within the company. And what are the benefits we get out of this entire ERP is an application which I mean, today the business scenario is so challenging that the CXOs require a lot of important data at the tip of the tongue. So essentially, the role of an ERP is to make this data available to the organization. So just to understand what is an ERP, so it is basically the objective of an ERP is to improve, automate, integrate management processes and information of the organization. So just to, if many of you don't know the full form of ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. So what is the approach for ERP? How do you design an ERP for an organization? Okay, so I think we will move ahead because I think I have limited time. So we'll first look at what are the drivers for deciding on an ERP. So what is the business complexity and the competitive scenarios for the company? So how complex is the business? So sometimes companies are in a single line of business. So there the challenges of implementing an ERP is very less. But there you have certain companies, like you take example of Reliance, Tata, then L&T. These companies have so many business divisions. So there I think the complexity and the competitive scenarios are very high. We need to have a distant digital place for every enterprise data. What do you mean by distant digital place? Is that in big companies what happens is that the number of processes and the number of impact points are very high. So we need to have each and every data and each and every process mapped into some or the other IT process enterprise-wide. And IT process should result into, or an ERP should result into optimal automation of business processes. So what do I mean by optimal automation of business processes? So essentially sometimes it is foreseen that an ERP is a very complex thing. So some of you might have heard about SAP or Oracle or some of the leading. So basically you have to keep the simple things simple and make complex things simple. This is a short definition about an ERP. So you have to do optimal automation and you have to take out all the redundancy which exists in the business processes. Sometimes we make processes too complex. So an ERP, if it is implemented, it should make complex things simple. So we should look at optimal automation of business processes. Then one of the important aspects of an automation or an integration of IT with the business processes is that the scalability improves. Once you implement an ERP, the scalability of the organization improves. Means if you add more divisions, more locations, more number of people, more number of process, there is minimal change management which needs to take place in the organization. So the scalability of the business processes improves when you have well implemented IT in the organization. Then all enterprise applications are integrated. Now I will give you a small example. I don't know whether all of you are from MBA finance background or some are from marketing. But I will give you some example from marketing. Now there is a field guy who needs some urgent information about a customer order. Okay. However, this data is always maintained in Excel. There is no IT application which takes care of it. Whereas all the finance applications are very well maintained in ERP. Now your main revenue which comes from your customer, that itself is never updated in your system. So I am saying is that all enterprise applications need to be integrated. So whether it's a sales data or the finance data or the HR data or any other line of business information, it needs to be integrated. The ERP, if it is well designed, should give some predictive analytics for decision making. So predictive analysis means the entire organization data resides in an ERP and it needs to now do some sort of analysis. So the decision making should be enabled, because the typical CEOs and the CIOs and the CXO community is interested in the summary data. They are not looking at the loads of data which is getting entered into the system every day. So they are looking at a summary of information, they are looking at decision points, they are looking at problem areas, so enabling the CXO function or IT as an integrator or an enabler of a business function is one of the drivers. Then extended connect to partners, customers and suppliers. So any business would like to have a connectivity with its suppliers, because finally they are going to provide you with either the raw material or the services which your organization would then process and give it to the final customer. So we need to have a connect with the business partners and the customers and the suppliers. So these are the decisions, these are the drivers for which I think every organization should be looking at when they decide what IT application the company needs to implement. Okay. Some of the benefits I just told you, it may not be visible for you, but some of the benefits of an ERP implementation is there are some direct benefits to an employee, there are some indirect benefits to an employee, and the benefits to the organization are much more. We'll go through the slides later on. I think I will try to skip this. I think I have limited time. I have planned for. Okay. So basically, what are the benefits of an ERP implementation for an employee? So there are direct benefits, like the employee is able to have something called as an employee self-service. He is able to do each and every transaction on the portal, whichever portal is designed, whether it's SharePoint or SAP or some other application. So he is able to maintain his personal data, he is able to update his skills data, resume. You have a single sign-on for all applications. Single sign-on means once you log into the system, you don't have to log into any other application. So there is a single ID and a password. So you enter into all business application provided you have the necessary authorization. Okay. Then you can employees in especially new portal technologies, like you must have heard about Microsoft SharePoint. So there I think even personalized portals can be made. Like some of the websites also give you a personalized view. So those sort of things can be made possible in an ERP. Indirect benefits to an employee are like world-class business processes. So the employees, they get like every individual wants to see what is a world-class process, what are the best practices in the business. So when any good ERP always enhances an employee's operational efficiency. So since the manual part of the person dependent part of the entire thing goes away, I think the operational efficiency of the organization